Tell you what actual P's are like? If you target children or vulnerable people, you are a P. Simple as that. There's no checklist for being a P. Even if you tick one box, you're still a P. And as a victim of a female P when I was 8, this girl is scum crust. One day when you are mature, you will realize how wrong and unethical this situation is. I still have yet to see proof of Colleen being like this to kids. These people don't know what real abuse is. Where's this energy with peace? We're politically run our country, celebrities who have real allegations against them. Or am I missing something? You are all allowed to hate all peace at the same time. Agreed, but where's the proof? My concern is that everyone is hating on a YouTuber based off on one person's claim on the internet. Mind you, this is Adam is BFF with Colleen's ex. Sounds too personal. If there was proof, I would be all for it. There's a large amount circulating at the moment. I will link some. Thank you. I would appreciate that. Here's a thread you can use. And this is from a compilation by Kiwi Opinions. There's truly so much. It's hard to even keep track of all of it. Colleen Ballinger S children and making S jokes around to about minors, a thread. Most recently, her and her husband played an audio clip of their 3-year-old son singing a silly song about his G. Eric then decides to it in a song about how he is attracted to Colleen. While yes, Colleen isn't the one who created the Butterflies in My Pee song, she gladly kept the segment, including audio of her own child referring to his G and the podcast, on the same internet where peas and peas collect content featuring children.
And just for some context here, Flynn loves to make us laugh. And lately he'll be like, there's a cat in my mouth.
Yeah.
There's a tree in my booty. He'll say whatever
Random
he sees, and he'll say they're
yeah.
on his head. They're in his mouth. They're on his butt. He'll say they're like on things. And so I guess at that moment he started saying that there are things in his penis.
Yeah. And it made me laugh really hard. And so then he kept going.
Yeah.
I was just naming things.
So you wrote a song about this?
Well, I was thinking about it, and then I just kind of found it relatable in the sense that, like, it kind of summed up how I felt about you.
Trucks in your penis?
When we first got together.
Love
like this is a long time. This is like a long time ago. Like before we had kids, we first started like dating.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, it kind of fits, and so I was like trying to use his lyrics.
You felt do you say dumb trucks in my penis?
I said truck.
So you felt like you had trucks in your penis?
Well, you have to listen to the song.
Okay.
And I was thinking like, oh, it's kind of, I was kind of like, I love his lyrical style, and I try to make it fit into a song from me to you.
Oh, thank you.
And so I was going to try and play it for you. I will say that I wrote this like 10 minutes before we started for 5 minutes. And so I have the lyrics on my phone. This one being, just hit myself in the head with the guitar. This one being a work in progress, but this is from me to you using our son's lyrics, I guess. I hope you like it.
I will love it. I'm very excited.
I hope you agree to like.
I always love when you write songs. It's my favorite thing.
Ready? Butterflies in my penis tonight. Oh, girl, you make me come alive.
Hey.
Just like butterflies.
Colleen calling attention to her child's self's V and calling her child self S in old Instagram captions. For just 27 cents a day, you could help this poor child afford a pair of shorts that cover her V. Hashtag, why did my parents take this photo? Hashtag, fetus Colleen. Throwback Thursday to when I was a major S, also fat. In an old vlog, Colleen brings attention to and films a naked child without consent while referring to his G and making a joke.
Pero a beach called the Big Beach. Good name. It is a big beach with lots of people up and down both sides. It's nifty. A little naked child just ran up to me, a little boy with a little pee-pee. He's laying on the sand right now. I'm gonna try to get him. I don't know if that's him, if you can see that. He wanted me to blow his bubbles. That sounds really dirty. Don't worry, they were actual bubbles. Yes. And she blew.
Colleen using her young niece in vlog thumbnails attached to titles. In effect, said niece in baiting for views. She then, years later, changed the titles without apologizing. Colleen making a joke about children's and when referring to a leak in her roof.
Give us a house tour. No, I can't. You want a tour of my house? There are leaks all over my house right now. Brand new house, by the way. And every time it rains, it leaks. Just like a teenage girl's vagina. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. It leaks so much like a little girl's creases when she watches me. Like a little girl's creases when she's watching those strange little boys on Musical.ly. I can't believe.
In an improv musical podcast, Colleen chose to introduce a plot involving high school students acting out a play set in a nudist colony. Features Colleen as the drama teacher. Features Colleen as the drama teacher asking children to take off their clothes.
Thrones, miserable!
Lay new to Rob Thrones?
Lay new to Rob
of Thrones?
One more twist!
What?
The children will be played by professional adult actors. And all of the adult roles will be played by children.
Mr. Olivier.
Yes, of course, children.
Just to be clear, you would like us, a bunch of students, to take off our clothes.
Yes, but don't be disgusting about it. You'll keep on your underwear. This is for theater. Anything for the art. It's art, children.
Also, an art teacher told me that if you're nude, there's no shame and you're not even aware of it. Only nakedness makes us feel shame.
Wow.
Yes, be proud of your body.
And my underwear is a full tankini, so I feel
Excuse me? Sorry, I have a question. It's me, Tiffany, the girl who never talks.
Oh my god, this is the first time we've ever heard from Tiffany.
I know I'm normally just on crew, and I do a great job making you all sound amazing, and you never
really,
thank me.
really do.
Yeah, but I really want to audition this year, but I have a question, Mr. Olivier. I'm not wearing underwear. What do I do?
Classic.
cool,
Crew. They're
Tiffany.
always
cool,
too
big,
cool.
Cool big reveal from Tiffany on crew.
Tiffany, you know what you need to do. Take off your pants.
I think this is getting too weird.
Okay.
Hey, Tiffany, I think if you don't want to, you don't have to. I think Mr. Olivier is opening the door for you shouldn't feel like you can't participate in the thing just because you're not wearing underwear.
No, I never said that.
Okay, never mind. He's making a hard turn back. I've got another pair of
As Miranda, a character who it is heavily implied has been by her uncle, Colleen created skits in her live shows involving young audience members acting out a romantic date, which culminates in them having to reach into the front of her pants for a snack. For laughs.
There's only one thing I have fit in my pocket right now, and that's lipstick, just in case.
Just in case. James, you are killing it tonight. James is on fire. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I've hidden the snack in the perfect place, literally. And so now, watch this. We're on the date, James. It's really romantic. Oh, we're getting close and personal. Oh, but I'm so hungry, James. Hold on, I got a snack.
Was this in your self-help book?
Was this in my self-help book?
Was it? Because I brought self-help with me and I was just wondering.
Well, shouldn't you know if you've read it? I'm just kidding, James. I'm just kidding. I love you. I'm just kidding. So, do you want a cheese ball?
I'd love them. I can't believe I'm reaching in there right now.
It is hard to determine Miranda's canonical age, but she is portrayed in a childlike manner and has an audience of primarily children. Colleen simulated a act where the stuffed animal in the video content has also normalized unhealthy boundaries between children and adults, a form of G, and introduced children to the word or concept of P. This is an ongoing pattern of behavior which should be alarming, and she has now escalated to exploiting her own children, sometimes in seemingly intentional thumbnails or vlog footage which could be enticing to peace. This vile woman does not deserve a platform and continued access to a child audience through the Miranda character. More questionable P-baiting thumbnails and titles. How to Ride a Child. Healthy Balls with Miranda Sings and Chef Jacob. Colleen Ballinger making gestures with the end of microphone into her sister's mouth while Parker nephew watches her on her lap. And to comment on this is his father, Christopher Ballinger says, I feel like Parker learned a lot from his aunts that day. Trigger warning, jokes about SA, mentions of SA, use of the word R. Colleen Ballinger making another disgusting R word joke for comedy? Effing weirdo. Making light of such a very sad and serious situation for a laugh.
Oh, I was gonna rape you, but if you're into the covers, that is way too much work. Sweet dreams.
More P jokes under the guise of Miranda. This has never been funny and will never be funny. Colleen Ballinger. Tagging Adam McIntyre and No It's Bex. Trigger warning, mentions of Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson saying that he loves Colleen Ballinger because she's the most hateful, shadiest bitch who is always looking to hate on SMN. Explains why people felt something bad about her before all this came out.
Or Miranda.
Right, depending on where she's at.
Colleen is the best because she needs 10 of these fans. She is the most hateful, shadiest. I love her. Like, whenever we hang out, literally the first words out of her mouth are, okay, like, what do you got? Who do you hate? Who's next?
As an ex-Colleen Ballinger watcher myself, I remember once thinking that all the people she talks with and is friends with seem like people who talk a lot of crap. Joey Graceffa, Shane Dawson, Trisha Paytas, Todrick Hall, Corey DeSoto, Lily Singh. She's and her high school mean girl friends. Colleen Ballinger giving her ex-husband Joshua Evans on camera while he talks even after he repeatedly says no and is uncomfortable. By the way, their audience at this time were mainly kids.
Hi guys, so we're home. Stop, her hand is down my pants right now. That's not. What? No, it's not. It's okay, I'm her husband. What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I feel weird. And good, stop. Okay, hey, so I just want, seriously, baby, this is the vlog. I am not editing this out. Yes, you are. I am not. I won't. Yes, you are. I won't. I love you. Yes, I'm just trying to close the honeymoon vlogs. Don't yank on that. Thank you for watching the honeymoon vlogs. Thank you for being patient when they were a little bit late, and sometimes you got more than one in a day. We're going back to normal starting today. I love you guys. Thanks for watching and being patient. We had an amazing honeymoon and an amazing wedding, and we love each other so much.
Colleen Ballinger posting thumbnails like this to her child audience. OMFG. Trigger warning. Of minors, SA jokes, shaming. Colleen Ballinger putting out multiple tweets symbolizing her young family members. Shaming a child, more disturbing, or jokes. Throwback Thursday to when Rachel is literally presenting her V and I'm a young Miranda. Daddy has a P? Still obsessed with this video. I love my niece. My 2-year-old niece talked about P and now she's going viral. Watch this video and retweet. Colleen Ballinger and her friends harassing a homeless person sleeping at the laundromat they went to. Filming the homeless person like there was something nasty. The friend in this video is Todrick Hall, by the way.
At the laundromat. This is our next location.
There's someone, we're disturbing their slumber. Guys, watch it. Don't let this happen to you, okay? We're here. Okay. There's someone sleeping. She woke up. She woke up. She's
Colleen Ballinger making racial stereotypes for a video dressed as Cory DeSoto, her friend.
Was gay. So my first friend was this girl named Kula, and she lived down the street from me, and she was really cool, and she teach me how to be slang. And we would sell Kool-Aid together on the corner.
Colleen Ballinger being gross with service industry workers by leaving behind bodily fluids at the places she's been, not being considerate and taking ownership for her actions.
Lo and behold, Miss Flo came to visit my lady bits, and I was not wearing underwear. Luckily I was wearing a black dress, so like you couldn't really see it, but it was totally on my dress. So I ran out to Josh and I was like, we have to go right now. My period just started and it's everywhere, and he was like,
okay, just sit down and we'll just flesh it all out.
So I go and I sit down and noticed that I had been sitting on a beautiful white cushioned couch, which now had red stains all over it at this really, really nice, like 5-star restaurant. And I was like, nope, we have to go now. We have to go right now. I was super embarrassing, and we never told them, obviously, what happened. We just put a napkin over it and left. But we could never step foot back in that restaurant again because they totally knew it was me. There you go. Filled up this toilet, like, with so much poop. Tried to flush it, and I was like, this isn't flushing. And then realized it was a prop toilet because I was at a theater. Left it. Did not even try to clean it. I was like, that's what you get. You're rude to me, you make me buy my own projector, you can clean up my poop out of your prop toilet that you're gonna put on stage in some show tomorrow. Fuck.
Trigger warning: mentions of SA use of the R word. Colleen Ballinger making more SA jokes, making light of SA for her horrible jokes.
There's boys in there. Are they gonna try to rape us? Boys? Ew. Everyone is creeping over themselves right now. Over the Mona Lisa. So there she is. And I'm gonna leave before I get raped.
Colleen Ballinger stating she touches her ex-husband Joshua Evans without his consent, even if it makes him uncomfortable and upset. Note that this seems like a common theme for her since she was giving to him on camera even after he was yelling at her to stop.
He's mad at me right now. Because he doesn't like it if my hand is on or near his butt. And so, of course, I'm a brat, and that's where I put my hand in if that's where he doesn't want it.
Trigger warning: mentions of SA use of the R word. Colleen Ballinger telling her young audience that if a man looks at another woman, it's because they are not sexy enough for him. Takes her child audience to take your clothes off and boy.
Having issues with your man checking out another woman, then that just means that you're not sexy enough for him. So why don't you take off your clothes and rape your boy?
Colleen Ballinger sexualizing her son's G, claiming that having a son is impure because you have a P in you. Her son was unborn at the time that she posted this, and she was already exploiting him and for her Miranda character.
All this time I thought I was a virgin. I'm not a virgin anymore. There's a penis in me at all times. A tiny penis. I just wanted a baby. I didn't want a boy. What am I supposed to do? No one's gonna believe that I'm the next Virgin Mary if there's a penis in me.
Pictures of Colleen Ballinger and her family performing an inappropriate segment to an audience of minors. Having her nephew Parker, who is a child, perform a dance on stage while behind him, there are phrases, wipe it V till it's dry, and but don't make it slutty. Trigger warning, mentions of SA and M. Colleen Ballinger making content filled with P innuendos for her young audience. Her ex-husband puts a hairbrush in his mouth in this How to Kiss video. When he asks if he can remove the hair, Colleen says no. It makes it realistic.
Item would be a hairbrush. As you can see, it's a perfectly good size. It's a little bit bigger than the lipstick.
Do you want to put that in?
Can't see it, get closer. Oh. Lips around it.
Can we at least pull the hair out?
No, it makes it more realistic. A lot of people have hair.
Trigger warning, mentions of M and SA. Imagine a young child that's a victim of SA watching the content above, and then thinking their SA is normal because that's just how people kiss, according to this Colleen Ballinger video. This video was normalizing P behaviors. So sad. A page from Colleen Ballinger's book entitled Self-Health, which has a sexual innuendo that states if there's something stuck inside your body, get help from your uncle. Promoting and normalizing a natural P interaction in I for her young kid audience. How to fix a sickness: cold, blanket; broken arm, tape cast; runny nose, tampons; throwing up, stay outside; stepped on Lego, no hope; headache, Band-Aid; something stuck in you, get help from uncle. Colleen Ballinger doing the chapstick challenge with her sister. Weird ass eye behavior. If this isn't an example that Colleen Ballinger caters her content for weird fetishes and peace, I don't know what is. As long as she makes her money, she doesn't give a frack who watches. Trigger warning, Colleen Ballinger bringing a child on stage to act out giving birth. Colleen pretending to be Miranda's uncle in this segment, saying that she likes little girls, making a P comment. Then Colleen says the little girl smells fertile and gets between her legs.
Oh, I see the head. Ready? Camille. All right. Scene.
Oh, I'm so pregnant.
Oh, how are you doing, dear sister-in-law? I'm so excited for you to give birth to this baby. I love little girls. Oh, do you need a poo massage?
No, it's not a poo, it's a baby. Oh, I'm so pregnant. I just know it. I am.
Well, let's get you to the hospital. Bravo, get out of the car. Oh, I'm the nurse. I've come to get this baby out from you. Just push from your tukey really hard. And breathe across breathing like this. Oh, you smell fertile. If it smells fertile, that's what they say. Now push.
Trigger warning, shaming, objectification of minors. Colleen Ballinger bringing minors on stage in front of an audience full of children to objectify them and shame them for what they are wearing in the segment, where the punchline is comparing them to prawn, uncomfortable to watch.
It's porn! This is 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 porn!
Trigger warning, sexualization of minors and the G word. Colleen Ballinger in a group chat with her fans that were all minors making inappropriate and comments to them. Asking for ass pics from a young fan. Asking about their period experiences. Asking if they were and fave sex positions. My buck teeth came back. My ass looks so good today, y'all. How are your teeth still straight? Did you have those metal ones? Pecs Adam. Hi, uglies, I'm eating pizza. Go away, bitch. Tell me all the thoughts you had when you first got your periods. Please and thank you. I cried. Let me think. I thought I shot myself. Example, I thought I myself because the blood was so dark in my underwear. Love you so much. Please, don't. Adam, you need questions for your Q&A? I love you. You got this, Miss Wheelchair. A wheelchair. Are you a V? I literally can't even imagine what birth feels like. You're so weird. What's your fave position? OP. Lord Jesus. Ex-Colleen Ballinger fan at Adam McIntyre, who had come forward to talk about their experiences being G by Colleen, begs Colleen Ballinger to post receipts proving she had been donating the money she had been getting from her childhood cancer fundraiser throughout the years.
I've unfortunately been reached out to by a couple people who've been involved in Colleen Ballinger's childhood cancer fundraisers behind the scenes. I will not share the texts that I have received because unfortunately some of the people are not even here anymore. But there is so much shady shit that is being talked about right now that will come out about her childhood cancer fundraisers. And I would just like Colleen Ballinger to please post the receipts of every year, the exact amount of money she donated to the exact organizations. That's all I ask. Please. That is all I ask. That's all I ask. Because the money goes into her bank account before it gets donated. And it sits for months. If I can ask for anything after everything I've been sent, I need Colleen Ballinger, please. I've donated. Thousands of people have donated. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. Please show the receipts. You're not being accused of anything. Please show the receipts of every single year, the exact amount of money that you donated to the exact amount of organizations and the amount of money that you personally donated as well. Please.
For more details on the subject, please refer to the full video by the Adam McIntyre. The possibility of the childhood cancer fund being corrupt really hurts my heart. I was an ex-Colleen Ballinger fan, and I know she's been doing it for years and years. She gets around 20 to 40K every year around Christmas time. One year I donated $300. Small amount, I know, but I still effed. Trigger warning, racial stereotypes. Colleen Ballinger contributes to racial stereotypes by saying that black women are louder when they sing. Starts off video with a normal person would sing like this, then a big black talented woman would sing like this.
So how you can do that is a normal person would sing like this. And I am telling you, I'm not going. Really soft like that, and you sound very not good. Well, if you want to sing like a big black talented woman, what you would do is sing it really loud with really lots of vibrato. How you get a vibrato is shake your head and then a vibrato come out. So for example, and I am telling you, I'm not going.
Trigger warning, fat phobia, racism, sexualization of minors, inappropriately talking about kids. Colleen Ballinger and her horrible, atrocious, disgusting, nasty, downright sickening tweets posted publicly for her majorly minor fans to see. Last night, a boy pulled a Cheeto out of Miranda Sings' pants, ate it, and said it was moist and he wanted to pick my genital warts. Oh my god. I itched it too hard and now it's wet. At Corsoto, yay for slumber parties. Can we paint each other's nails, make cookies, and talk like Asians? Audition number 2. I'm going in for a fat, ugly Jewish girl. I guess it's time for new headshots. Lol. Colleen Ballinger vlogs her book signing for her book entitled Self-Help. It's clear that her audience were mainly minors, yet in a video she published, she explains how she wanted one of the pages in her book called How to Draw a Hot Dog to Resemble a Nasty Bloody V.
Draw a hot dog. There's a mistake. And I'm really bummed. There's a mistake on every page, but there's like truly a mistake on this page. So it teaches you how to draw a hot dog when it's supposed to look like a vagina. The 5th step is to add ketchup. And I wanted ketchup on the page, but we forgot to add it. And so, because I wanted it to look like a nasty vagina with blood on it, because I'm a pervert. So it says step 4 looks exactly like step 4.
Colleen Ballinger recounts the time she had to pee in a car. She explains she threw a water bottle full of her piss out of a car's window, hitting the car behind her, and laughs about it. Another example of her not being considerate and owning up to her actions with bodily fluids.
I think I'm peeing. It's very hot. It's very hot. I think I'm peeing. I had to pee so bad at this point that I had no control over my bladder. I couldn't tell if I was peeing or if I'd stopped peeing. I just had to pee so bad it was just like falling out of my pee hole. And I was like, my hand is wet. What is happening? There's a lot of hand wetness happening. My feet are wet. My legs are wet. Everything is wet. I lifted the water bottle. It is full to the brim with urine. And there's pee all, like, I peed everywhere. So I threw up out the window. So whoever was behind us on the freeway got my pee all over their car.
Trigger warning, G. Colleen Ballinger in the GC group chat with her fans that were all minors talking crap and spreading hate about her ex-husband Joshua Evans after her divorce. Note, she was 30 plus at the time and everyone in this group chat were her kid fans. She encouraged hate of Joshua and the new wife. He won't do anything, and if he does, boo. He's lied to everyone and said I cheated. When would I cheat when I was working 24 hours a day? He will regret it. I've never hurt a soul, but I will kick him in the balls. Ugh, I'll start swinging it. Let it all out, it feels good. Like slander or harassment? No time for this, hooligan. It makes no sense. He tries to get pity for being heartbroken over me, but he constantly tries to drag me through the mud. You can't be heartbroken over someone you hate. So which is it? Please tell me you do know me and aren't lying because just a fan and you don't care about kids. Yikes. Anyway, dogs exist, cats exist, good humans exist. I wish more did. I'm angered. He was always mad when I was happy. I thought that would end when we split. You deserve the world, love. F, bad timing, sorry. You did not give up. You were an amazing wife. He was a bad husband. Got him a tour, got him subscribers, gave him a family, paid for everything, flew wherever he was. You deserve the world. Trigger warning, animal. Colleen Ballinger talks about the time she abused her family dog by digging her nails into its skin for no reason. The dog bit her on the face to protect itself. When asked what happened, she said she lied that it bit her randomly. Because of that, the dog is put down.
I used to actually rip things up or get angry. So I grabbed my dog for no reason, just grabbed the dog and pinched its skin and dug my nails into it. The dog yelps, turns around to protect itself and bites me in the face. And I got stitches and went to the hospital. And they were like, what happened? And I was like, the dog just bit me. And then they had to put the dog to sleep because the dog was dangerous to be around. So I murdered a dog.
It's really sad.
Colleen Ballinger posting herself with her legs spread on her Miranda Sings Instagram page. Her fan base that follows that account is majorly minors. This content can also be catering to peace. 30-plus-year-old dressing like a kid and spreading her legs. Deceased. Also, CUNT. Just relaxing at Playlist Live. CUNT wait to perform for you on the main stage tomorrow at 12:30. In that post. Colleen Ballinger stating that she thinks that way that her Miranda character thinks all the time, and says what she normally can't say in public through her character, Miranda. By the way, the Miranda character is riddled with I jokes, S of minors, and P jokes.
Do you ever mean what she's saying?
Yes, all the time. There's a lot of times where in character I'll say something so cruel or, something I'm thinking but I would never actually say as myself. And it's very liberating to be able to say things that I'm thinking.
Can I give you some advice?
Yes.
Never tell people when those moments are.
I won't, I promise.
Because I would sometimes agree with my old character, but I never wanted you to know when that was. Because I'd like you to like me.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Trigger warning, homophobic slurs, ableism. Colleen Ballinger using homophobic slurs and the R word. F. Hey, so obviously I used to the Facebook friends with the Ballingers and friends, and so I was doing some snooping and found these screenshots of her saying slurs, etc. I'm pretty sure these screenshots are from her public profile and not the private one. You are an F, and Kelsey and Jordan are together again. Lol. Oh yeah, and you're an F. Call me. I want Bonnie. Call me. I'm so proud in LA. Hey F, miss you. When are you freaking coming out to California? Yo! An F. F. Wait, why do I have the body of a tranny? I'm so awkward in auditions. You would think I would be used to it by now. I'm a little obsessed with him after the R TV show Two of a Kind with Mary Kate and Ashley. Haha! He completely stole the show. Happy birthday. Haha, I like you and I really want to date you. You are air. Trigger warning, exploitation of minors. Colleen Ballinger bringing minor on stage, doing a live show and has them spread their legs on stage. Then she plays a fart sound while the minor is already in a vulnerable position to make the young audience laugh. The whole bit here was that I farted while in this position, which is one, really childish, and two, effing embarrassing when you're already in a vulnerable position. I was only a teenager here, and you can see that I had to stop and cover myself up before I even stood up. Not her smirking as she's looking down at you in the very first shot. I'm so sorry this happened to you. Yeah, at first she was smirking like that, and then she gave me the most disgusted look ever, which I guess was part of the bit. But with being in that vulnerable of a position, it felt pretty effing awful. Without context, it almost looks like she was happy with the position and then remembered she was being watched. Again, that's what I thought, without context. Oof, that's absolutely vile. I sincerely hope you all brave souls coming forward deplatform her for good. Absolutely. I have not stopped praying. How could one possibly entertain a fart joke during partners yoga to an audience of children? For shame. I hope she covers the years of therapy you need. But I'm sending you so much love to you right now and to all the victims that hasn't come out. Come out whenever you're ready, but know that there's going to be thousands of people here to love and support you. Thank you so much. So sorry, Becky. Stay strong, and I hope your strength encourages more children. That's what they were and are to speak out. You are on the right side, sweetie. Thank you so much. This is very sweet. Why do you care so much? Nobody's reading that whole thread. It's not that serious. Colleen isn't wrong. You're doing it for attention. I care, and I made this thread because I was an ex-Colleen Ballinger fan myself. Here's a screen recording of how much I used to watch. So you can imagine my shock when all this started coming out. Stories from Madam McIntyre and No It's Bex really had me deeply disturbed by the fact that this woman I used to watch every single day was so twisted like this. The more I found out, the more angry and hurt I felt. I participated in Colleen's childhood cancer fundraiser to find out that it may be corrupted and she might be keeping the money. She exploited her fans, them, even her own young family members, including her own son. Promoted P under the guise of Miranda. As I did my own research about her shady ass past and behaviors, I just knew more people had to know about this. Her content is dangerous, plain and simple. It's incredibly harmful for the kids that watch her. The stuff she passes off as jokes impacts the way kids think. I understand Miranda is a character, but the Miranda Uncle P jokes she thinks are jokes can put young SA victims in danger. Kids don't pick up its humor right away, especially the younger they are. The stuff she says is quite literally normalizing pee for kids. Calling kids up on stage and having them do inappropriate things for a laugh will have an impact on them later in life. I know you think that kids are just kids, Colleen Ballinger, but these kids grow up into adults. Sexualizing them on stage is quite literally traumatizing. As a 30-year-old, you should know better. As a person with a young demographic, you should cater your entire content for them. Knowing there are predators and continuing to post suggestive thumbnails and captions of your kids, family, and fans just for money, it's embarrassing. To Colleen Ballinger, if you're reading this, which you probably are since you are a narcissist who is obsessed with drama, I beg you to delete all your YouTube channels, TikTok accounts, Twitter accounts from the internet. Your content is dangerous for kids. It has done damage. I understand that you have a family to provide for and that you have 3 kids, bought a new home, blah blah blah. But the impact you have on the internet is quite literally dangerous and damaging to young minds. There's no coming back from this, just apologize to everyone and exit. I want you to ask yourself if you would be okay with Flynn coming across the type of content that you make. If you would be okay with a 30-year-old making him do their dirty work for empty promises when he's the age of 16. If he was on stage being laughed at after being sexist